So, I guess what we're doing this time is not so much a creepypasta as a description about a character commonly featured in creepypastas. And a discussion.
You may have heard of him as the Slenderman.
Yes.
And reading the wiki page on the Slenderman today is none other than our special guest.
The Slenderman. The Slenderman is an alleged paranormal figure.
Yeah, you gotta introduce yourself, alright?
Again.
Well, excuse me, princess. I'm joking, I love you guys. Oh, thank you. Someone got it. Ace, I love you. No,
I get it, though, because I said it earlier.
In case people don't watch our LPs, you gotta introduce yourself again.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. I'm chilling with you guys. Okay. Hello, my name is Gabriel. I have a channel on YouTube, Stormtrooper125. Don't go there. There's nothing worth viewing right now.
The channel will be in the link in the description.
Yeah, I don't think it's even worth putting in there, bro. Okay. So, yes. To continue on with what I was reading, the Slenderman is an alleged paranormal figure perpetrated to have been in existence for centuries, covering a large geographic area. Believers in the Slenderman tie his appearance in many other legends around the world, including Bear Dub in Scotland, the Dutch Hakenman, which is Branchman, and German legend of Der Grossman, whatever. The Tall Man. Appearance. The Slenderman is a male in appearance who looks like a man with extremely long, slender arms and legs. He also appears to have 4 to 8 long black tentacles that protrude from his back. Though different photographs and enthusiasts disagree on this fact. Therefore, it is theorized he can contract these tentacles at will. He is described as wearing a black suit strikingly similar to the visage of the notorious Men in Black. As the name suggests, appears very thin, unable to stretch his limbs and torso to inhuman lengths in order to induce fear and ensnare his prey. Once his arms are outstretched, his victims are put into something of a hypnotized state, where they are utterly helpless to stop themselves from walking into them.
I just realized something.
He just wants a big hug.
Exactly. Alucard from Helsing does all these things. Does that mean he's the Slender Man?
No. He has eyes and a face.
He's a Dracula.
Okay. To continue where I left off at, he's also able to create tendrils from his fingers and back that he uses to walk in a similar fashion to Dr. Octopus. The superhuman stretching ability could be seen as a similarity between himself and Mr. Fantastic. Whether he absorbs, kills, or merely takes his victims to an undisclosed location or dimension is also unknown, as there has never been any bodies or evidence left behind in his wake to deduce a definite conclusion. His face is pale and slightly ghostly, and almost appears to have been wrapped in a type of gauze or cloth. His facial features are also an object of debate. Many people believe that his face looks different to each person, if he is seen at all. He sometimes is portrayed as wearing a hat, which sometimes is a bowler, a fedora, or even a top hat.
This guy knows. He's got some class.
Yep.
He may also have been seen wearing a long flowing necktie or scarf, which is either red or gray. He often keeps his long pale hands crossed politely behind his back or hanging loosely at his sides. His suit is black, sometimes portrayed as pinstripe in artwork, a common misconception thanks to very similar Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. He has long coat tail, which he lets flow proudly. He wears long dress shoes, which are always shined a perfect gleaming black.
Well, he doesn't sound bad. He just sounds like pretty cool guy who just wants to go out to the clubs or something. Like,
as my dear friend Cody said, guys. Would you like to buy this? Would you like to buy these housewares?
Oh crap! Is that ringing back?
Name's Ash. Housewares.
Okay, let's go on to the next section. His behavior. Much of the fascination with Slenderman is rooted in the overall aura of mystery that he is wrapped in. Despite the fact that he is rumored to kill children almost exclusively, it is difficult to say whether or not his only objective is slaughter. Oftentimes it is either reported or recorded that he can be found in sections of woods, and these generally tend to be suburban. It has also been reported seen with large groups of children, as many photographs portray. It is commonly thought that he resides in woods and forests and preys on children. He seems unconcerned with being exposed in the daylight or captured in photos. It is often thought as well that he enjoys stalking people who become overtly paranoid about his existence, purposely giving them glimpses of himself in order to further frighten them. For this reason, it seems like Slenderman very much enjoys psychological torturing his victims. He also often appears to float or drift around rather than walk, which suggests the possibility of him being an ethereal being rather than a creature or man. This would also explain why he is able to remain mobile in spite of his poorly proportioned body. Even though Slenderman was fabricated on Something Awful forums, or was he? Some have already claimed sightings. He is seen mostly at night peering into open woods and walks out in front of the lone motorists on roads. His main intentions appear to be kidnapping children, as when he is seen near them in photographs they usually disappear shortly afterwards. The Slender Man has also inspired many stories, such as those of marble hornets. In the end, though, his purpose remains unknown. An interesting take on the Slender Man by Pasta member who was relying on the Marble Hornets series for evidence/facts. There's been a big misconception about my pal the Slender Man due to his appearance of this article. He does not have hair or a face. Everything else is correct. There is also some questioning as to whether or not there is more than one. I find that unlikely. It's most likely Slendy beeping with your head in order to make you think that there is more than one, which he has been known to do. As of now, Slendy has 3 to 4 known accomplices. These are Hoodie, Masky, the Rake, and possibly Observer.
Okay, now I can't take this. Hoodie, Masky, are you serious?
I'm just reading what it says in the article. If you have a problem, talk it with the writer, not me.
Also,
with this lawyer.
Not to make us sound like idiots, but under this wiki, there's like a whole list of pastas that have Slenderman in it.
I'll just continue reading on. Not much is known yet, though. Yet, because the next episode of Noah Maxwell, ARG, has not yet been released, and the Marble Hornets, ARG, Hoodie, and Masky are possibly his followers, and the Everyman Hybrids are.
Hoodie.
The Rake seems to be working with them, but we aren't really sure if that's
Hoodie's
true or
like
not.
this black guy.
Okay, here's where it gets interesting. Historical references. Brazilian cave paintings. The earliest argued reference to the legend is within the cave paintings found in the Serra da Capariva National Park in northeast Brazil, which are believed to date as far back as 9000 BC. These paintings show a strangely elongated character leading a child by hand, but make no reference to the extra appendages. Egyptian hieroglyphics. The next known possible reference to the Slender Man comes around 3100 BC in Lower Egypt, with references to the Thief of Gods, or the Thief of Cook, becoming commonplace during the reign of Pharaoh Wasner. Hieroglyphic carvings representing the thief were found in Pharaoh's tomb, who was rumored to have some kind of encounter with the entity. The carvings resemble a strange figure with multiple upper limbs. One has never been found in any other hieroglyphic language. The German woodcuts. Renowned German woodcutter Hans Frankenberg created at least 2 woodcuts featuring a character he described as Der Ritter, the Knight, during the mid-16th century that were discovered in the Halsberg Castle in 1883. While Frankenberg was well known for his realistic depiction of human anatomy, something that was unusual among the woodcuts of the time, these pictures featured skeletal, multi-limbed character. Historians are
his OC.
Historians are unsure of the exact symbolic nature of the character, with some claiming that it is a personification of religious war that raged in Europe at the time, while others say it represents the mysterious plagues that had been believed to be the reason for the mysterious abandoning of Halsberg Castle and nearby village in 1543. However, many insist that Frankenberg was attempting to represent Der Grafsmann, the tall man. According to legend, he was a fairy who lived in the Black Forest. Bad children who crept into the woods at night would be relentlessly chased by Der Grossman, who wouldn't leave them be until they either caught them or they were forced to tell their parents of their wrongdoing.
Oh, by
Even
the way,
then,
Robert,
Yeah.
that new ride that Busch Gardens has, like I told you before, you ride into the Black Forest.
Yay.
Even then, there was a chilling account from an old journal dating from about 1702.
Can I read this?
Okay, you can.
Alright. My child, my Lars, he is gone, taken from his bed. The only thing that we found was a scrap of black clothing. It feels like cotton, but it is softer, thicker. Lars came into my bedroom yesterday, screaming at the top of his lungs that the angel is outside. I asked him what he was talking about, and he told me about some nonsense fairy story about their Grofspin. He said he went into the groves by our village and found one of my cows dead, hanging from a tree. I thought nothing of it at first, but now he is gone. We must find Lars, and my family must leave before we are killed. I am sorry, my son. I should have listened. May God forgive me.
And on to Romanian mythology. There is also a Romanian fairy tale which tells the legend of the Tall Man, featuring this description which may have taken to refer to the Slender Man. The tall man stood in a clearing, dressed as a nobleman, all in black. Shadows lay over him, dark as cloudy midnight. He had many arms, all long and boneless as snakes, all as sharp as swords, and they withered like worms on nails. He did not speak, but made his intentions known.
He would be a great basketball player.
Oh yes, definitely. In the fairy tale, the tall man causes a mother to kill her husband and child before he slid from a fireplace and clenched her in burning embrace. English mythology. There is also an English myth referring to the tree man, whom is said to have a slim body with appendages that look like tree branches. He is also known to be seen in the woods, and was used as a story that parents told their children to thwart bad behavior. There have been quite a few disappearances of children that have been said to be linked to the tree man. And that, my friends, is it. But there are also other names involving the Slender Man, the pastas mainly, the Anderson Journals, the Angel, the Blank Face, Everyman Hybrid, Gottermogan, Marble Hornets, Sklangwild, Slenderdet,
Sklangwild.
I have no idea, Slender Mannequin, Slender Suit, Steinman Woods Report, the Tall Man, Tall, Thin, and Faceless, Tribe 12, Slender X, Slender Man Returns, Richard Pyre, and Follow the Leader.
Freaking Schlenkwold.
And that will be all. And there's a bunch of pictures that you obviously can't not see. And there, we finished it.
So,
And it was all
AJ,
fictional.
So, AJ, what did you think about it? Great!
Good! It'll
I made my statement clear before the video even started.
What was
So
that
I
again?
didn't say anything on it.
I can't let you do that, Ace.
What are you gonna do? You're not here.
I will
Let's
shut
do
down.
That, Star Fox.
I will shut
Bye,
down
Slenderman.
systems.
Bye, the rake! Bye, Slenderman.
So wait, before we close out, what do you guys think of the character in general?
It's pretty good,
Well-
creepypasta.
Yeah, it is. How many people believe in it now? I mean, whether or not the legends are true, well, not true, well, if those were actual legends is left for debate if you research it or whatnot, but I mean, it could have been just as easily made up. That, oh yeah, England had this myth, or Romania had this myth, and and we were reading from a wiki, so that's not really reliable.
No one's gonna go back and fact check this at all.
If someone does, just put it in the comment section.
Besides-
I'd love to see that.
We got a kick-ass escape out of it.
It made Cody scream, that's all that matters.
Alright, I've got pictures, ready for some more of these.
Yay! Okay, well that's the end of the story, so guys have fun with that.